Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to the Signifier. It is a dark psychological thriller about going into the memories of a dead person and figuring out who murdered them and what happened and so on and so forth. It's not normally inside my wheelhouse, but I've been doing a lot of, well, I mean, there's two reasons why I'm covering this, but I've been doing a lot of tabletop RPGs that involve like mysteries and to some degree murder mysteries, and so this has actually been on my list for a little bit, but especially because Raw Fury has been kind enough to reach out and sponsor this video as part of the Week of Raw Fury / Rawcember celebration, where effectively a lot of their games are on sale. So if you want to pick up anything from the Raw Fury catalog, now is pretty much the best time to do so all year. So we're just going to dive right into this one. We'll go in. Oh, select a difficulty, right? I don't think I need hints or anything of the sort. AI research. The influence of social media and brain scanning technology have led to three important developments. The creation of the TSB, Technology Safeguard Bureau, whose mission is to maintain democratic structures safe from abuse of technology. Complex international brain scanning regulations that protect private data, and the undeniable tension between the world's biggest economies in the wake of new AI breakthroughs. Under this context, the Dreamwalker Project, which performs academic research on the human mind through AI-assisted brain scanning technology, has been under scrutiny. You had to make a collaborative deal with the new TSB to keep your research alive. This came out in like 2020, and it got like a director's cut.
Let me take a picture of you with the box.
A picture? Why?
It's part of the protocol.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to remind you how sensitive the material is.
I know. Thanks.
Good. Take care.
This came out 3 years ago. It's weirdly properly timed. I almost wonder if this had come out now, if it actually would have been a bigger hit, seeing as AI has gone from like kind of a distant boogeyman to a very real problem that needs to be kind of tackled sooner than later. So it is not a Wanderbot video without slightly poking at some of the master volume. I cannot. We are... Alright, that's fine. I was hoping I could turn down the sound effects, but I guess we can't.
Russell, did you receive it?
It just arrived.
Good. Listen, priority is to find the real cause of death. Early reports indicate suicide, a drug overdose, but I don't buy it. It doesn't make sense. She was too important and the timing was odd.
She was a lawyer at GoAT, right?
More like the vice president.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So now you see how deeply in trouble you'd be if anything leaks out.
You're putting me in a tough spot here, Tom.
Not if you're careful, Russell. Just make sure nothing leaks out.
Why not wait for the full autopsy? Why do you need me?
We need to move faster, and if there's something bigger going on, we need to investigate it. This is a one-time chance to catch them. GoAT has been dodging us for way too long.
So you want me to spy on them through her memories?
No, I just want you to find out how she died, which is legal. But if I'm right, it will take us somewhere nasty. I know there's something off. We just need to find out what.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Good. Remember, it's because of these people we're here in the first place.
Well, we don't know anything yet.
We will, Russell. I've been in this for too long to know it's not just suicide. You'll see. So, I've given you access to her apartment on Stratford Avenue. They're about to wrap it up over there, but Detective Stan Becker's waiting for you. He knows you're coming. If you want to investigate the real place, you should head out there now.
All right. I'll check it out.
Okay then, I'll leave you to it. Don't keep Stan waiting, and keep me posted on anything you find.
Sure. See ya.
So investigate the box, meet Stan at Joanna's apartment. We got a couple other things too, and we also have a cell phone.
Carl liked to read this nonsense. I never figured out how such a great scientist was able to pour so much time in reading clickbait articles. He once said he could draw global connections through them.
I'm being sued for my baby. CRISPR-enhanced people have copyrighted genes added to their DNA. Oh. Oh, that's dark. Effectively, I believe... Okay, let me kind of pass over this. Pregnant couple signed up for the Exogen trials due to his proclivity for lung cancer and hers for glaucoma. It's horrible, they own my reproductive organs. Well, Elle laughed. When they called us, she says, and told us we could be liable. We couldn't believe it. We barely have enough to scrape by. We can't afford lawyer payments. The baby must be born, maybe born into debt. It's the stuff from dark sci-fi. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this down. The implication there is two people had their genes edited to deal with various health issues, so they wouldn't have to worry about it. And because the gene modifications are proprietary, their baby is
I
copyrighted.
really need a new partner. Hard to replace Carl, though.
I can already tell Shell is probably going to just go bananas for this game when she gets her hands on it. This is
The first thing I brought in here.
this is very much the stuff of like dark sci-fi nightmares, very Black Mirror. And boy, to even just have that in the background is unsettling.
So close. Scanning and reconstructing in real time. The final problem is head movement. Everything's too invasive.
Okay, so we want to check the box first. Joanna Kasser, 2009, before entering GoAT. Okay, show subtitles. Case info, case report confidential, blah, 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 blah. Joanna Cast. Let's see, age 39, civil status married, no children. Occupation, vice president at GoAT. Personal info, Joanna was the vice president at GoAT, one of the younger top executives in the technology industry. Known to be efficient, smart, ruthless and determined. She has been credited as, I'm just going to start calling it GOAT's highest valued asset for the last 5 years. With a strong understanding of management, laws, markets, and technology, she won the Inno Award in 2013, being the first woman to receive it. Case information, high-profile executive found dead in their apartment. Apparent drug overdose, antidepressants. Husband found her dead on August 29th, 3:15 p.m., called immediately at her own apartment, located at Jules Stanford, blah, blah, blah. Online life, Facebook, last post is from 2014. Twitter, last post 2016 about a conference she gave. Personal email, corporate email, though it's been deleted. Apparently due to corporate restrictions, Joanna didn't have an active online social life. Police department, her last known picture, taken by Laura Paz, apparently her best friend 2 days before her death. And nothing else. Digital brain disk, DBD generation scan report. Okay, nothing yet. And that's the DBD itself, I'm assuming. Okay. So we've got the brain disk, but I think we're going to the apartment. I feel a little weird about going around with this in our pocket, but whatever. What is this one? I'm just going to look at everything for a little while. The mirror stage. Okay. I'm just going to scoot through this. Something about mirrors and babies. As much as I'd actually like to read this whole thing, one, that's a lot. Two, we should probably focus on the... Oh my gosh. We should probably focus on the main mystery for now, much as I'd like to maybe read some of these. Because I like high concept science fiction that is actually kind of near future and very possible. Okay, Joanna's apartment from the lab.
Hey,
Okay, anything else?
right? Tom said you'd come. Feel free to take a look around, but don't touch anything. Let me know if you have any questions. Yeah?
There we go.
Do you have any theories about what happened?
It's a little early yet, but everything points to suicide. There are lots of loose ends as to why, especially considering who she was. Her laptop, for example, is gone. We haven't been able to find it, so who knows how deep that thing goes. Even so, I don't think there's a possibility someone sneaked in and forced her to take some pills somehow. But don't take my word for it. We don't even have the full autopsy report yet.
Who found her?
Didn't you get the report? It was her husband.
Do you know anything else about him?
His name is Alex. Pretty average guy. Fitness trainer. The victim had kicked him out a few months ago. They were about to get a divorce. He came by to pick up some stuff he'd left here.
Could he have been angry about the divorce?
Yeah. But as I said, she'd been dead for at least 6 hours before he got here. So if somehow he forced her to take an overdose over the phone, then yeah, he could have done it.
What time did he find her?
The morning after, and called right away. The security cameras corroborate the time he arrived, so we don't have any reason to suspect him.
Did she leave any children or family?
No, no children, no brothers or sisters, foreign parents that she didn't see much. For now, that's all I know. And a husband. Pretty regular corporate profile, if you ask me.
Thanks.
No problem.
Let's see. Gall Technologies stock drops 34 points. Automation and global warming, the largest layoff causes, unsurprisingly. Let's see. Economists call to avoid alarmism over possible economic downturn. Yeah. Unemployment worldwide hit double digits. Well, you think we'd be... Well, I don't know.
Great shaman Po, master of mirrors, has passed away on his 100th birthday, dated July 12th.
Oh, that's a nice view, too. I feel like playing these Raw Fury games is going to get me to talk maybe a little bit too aggressively about social topics.
Probably her last meal.
Let's see. Oh, God. Wait. Oh, no, there is like a very faint glass barrier. I thought for a hot second, I didn't see the glass barrier between the walkway and...
Quite a view.
Yeah, this kind of outer balcony area, and then, you know, open air drop. And I was like, does she just live there with this like completely open, unobstructed ability to fall to her death at any time? The answer is no. I guess there's like a thin little glass barrier, but cripes, man, I would be just terrified to live up this high with only just like a small glass wall stopping me from plummeting all the way to my death. Anything in the closet? No.
Looks like where the body was. G-Zac sleeping pills. You need a prescription for these.
I guess I should pay attention to the evidence markers.
Looks like an expensive mask.
That does look expensive.
Broken.
Yeah. Anything else? Bottle of bourbon. Some other stuff. Nothing fancy. Oh, shoes got kicked off. Guess she has quite a number. Never understood heels that high. Blood. What, did she cut herself badly and then? I mean...
Another broken mirror. I don't think it's a coincidence.
It almost sounds like she was having a mental break. Oh, yeah.
Vomit. Bloody footprints. She probably stepped on the broken shards.
Yeah, so broke the mirror. Vomited. Broke the mirror. I don't know. Kind of hard to tell, because she might have broken the mirror, then went to vomit, then went to bed? I've never been that drunk. I took care of some people in college who were, you know, who let themselves get that drunk. They'd go to a party and come back like just absolutely sloshed. And so I'd hang out, like make sure that they wouldn't puke themselves to death. Did that for a couple months before I eventually just told them, nope, you're on your own.
Probably the things Alex came to pick up when he found her.
Maybe dark of me, but it was kind of one of those where it's like, hey, you know, I'm going to do this to take care of you, but you can't do this again. And then they do it again. And I was just like, welp, after a certain point, I am not your mother. I don't think any of them actually had, well, one or two of them had to go get their stomachs pumped. College was kind of rough on some people that I knew. Clock?
It's getting late.
I don't know if we have anything else. Let me double check and see if I can do a countdown. So we got a 5. No evidence around here. Yeah, they have a bunch of evidence markers, but I think there's not 5 of them. 1, 2... Oh no, there is 1, 2, 3, 4... 5's downstairs, 6, 7. Okay, no, so I guess we have seen everything. Unless there's, like, 8 plus somewhere else that I haven't seen yet. I think we're good. I'll talk to him one more time in case there's more.
Thanks.
No problem.
Oh. Well, I guess that was it. Easy peasy. Okay, back to the lab. But yeah, I don't think many of them were really messing around with sleeping pills or other stuff. It was mostly just very heavy drinking. But I've always been kind of leery about that level of substance abuse. But even then, like, I don't know. I don't know if they would have been so out of it that they would have gone to bed while bleeding profusely.
I've got nothing to put in there.
Maybe they would have. I don't know. Like I said, I've never been that drunk. The closest I've ever gotten has been like tipsy enough to randomly hug friends, which I'm not much of a touchy person. And so that was as far as I get.
Simulating human choice based on raw memory data. Haven't been able to read it yet. Far off, but worth reading, according to Carl.
How we can simulate basic choices in behavior using AI and raw memory data. Yeah. Unfortunately, this sounds like the actually, like, powerful AI as opposed to our current models, which are just like, hey, but what if we just downloaded a billion images and then made averages? And that's just it. Which is like, yeah, I mean, that works for chess.
There's been a lot of shutdowns lately, and this building's electrical grid is just as old. So I got a backup.
Huh.
Upload is ready.
Our protagonist must be, like, fairly old, comparatively fairly old. Like, 60s, maybe. You can definitely
Evie,
see...
ready?
Yes.
Okay, good. Please operate on patch 1.2. And scan for the latest memory you can find, ideally just before her death.
Understood.
But yeah, in the 60s, because you can still see the veins, like, blue through the skin on the hands. I've seen a couple of people with veins like that. Like, much younger, but usually it's just protruding rather than like, the full color blue. Yeah, let's actually dive into the mystery here. I want to look at some more of the... Whoa. Okay, so nice part is I actually know what a lot of these things are. It's a little melted because, of course, so much of this is based on, like, the perspective as you walked through. So while it might look correct here, the reconstruction's like, I don't actually know what's beyond the sight line. So I'm just gonna vaguely make it up.
Hello there, Joanna.
Okay, well, this is a clock.
Interesting glitch on the clock.
Maybe.
Reconstructing glass from memories. I don't think we'll ever get it right.
This is weirdly apropos compared to what I've seen from some level of generated artwork and imagery. I mean, like, obviously train it a billion times and it'll be able to figure out what a chair is, or approximately what a chair is, but it's still going to be kind of melty. And so this is doing, I think it's a little blurry. Like, I'd actually love to see maybe a an updated version of this to match visually, but maybe not.
Afternoon light. Didn't she die at night?
I guess I might as well bury the lead and say I'm not a big fan of modern LLMs and their practices, mainly because they stole a lot of my artwork, my thumbnails, and my other stuff, and my wife's work. And so I'm kind of dismissive of a lot of AI tech because it's not handled well. It's very harmful, and nobody's doing a whole lot to mitigate those harms because progress and money is more important.
Lots of missing information here, Evie. This doesn't seem to be the right moment.
Yes. I wasn't able to pinpoint any further coordinates. Objective data is incomplete.
Reasons?
High emotional state.
She might have known she was going to die. Is there enough data to reconstruct a subjective state of the memory?
Yes.
Good. I'll enter the subjective state and see what I can find.
Okay, I'm gonna go back downstairs. We're gonna just start from the beginning and then work our way up. Oh, no, okay, here we go. Whoa.
Subjective reconstruction was successful, but I couldn't interpret all data.
It's fine, Evie. Subjective interpretation is tough for any AI, even a special one like you.
Objective state uses memory data received from sight and hearing. The subjective experience is filtered out. Subjective state uses all memory data available, including emotions and the subconscious. Child?
Could this be her as a child? There was something here in the objective state.
I wonder why this is making... I guess it's kind of the clock, but I wonder why it's making that Kind of horrible noise. I like how the texture changes. It's like constantly trying to readjust, but it has kind of an impressionist visual style to it. There's something going on there. But I like, don't know how much of this I'm supposed to interact with and not. Ugh, the table's all warpy. Oh.
It belongs somewhere in the memory, but I cannot interpret it. I need to know what it is and where it belongs.
All right. I'll study it and put it in the right place.
Okay, raw data are parts of memories that Evie was able to interpret. Yeah, so I mean, it's the clock. We have arrived at a conclusion. Pick it up and place it where it belongs. Time and rotation in this interface don't affect the placement result. Okay, place raw data.
Evie, do a match with clock data at this spot.
Oh, okay. There's a ladder now. Huh. What have I done? What?
A picture of a dog. Following her?
Oh, this is the ladder again, isn't it? If I want to go back down. I didn't exactly check that one room because we just kept going into the horror land. It'd be interesting if the entire point of this is the reason why it's all woogly is because she was already under the influence.
Her laptop. If it's in the objective state as well, then somebody did take it.
Oh, I know what this thing is. Somewhat.
Reminder. At your discretion, I can momentarily free memory and processing power to deliver more accurate feedback.
Oh, it doesn't belong there? Huh. Okay, don't... Unless it was supposed to be there on a previous layer? I know, we'll just carry it with me. I'm just gonna look around. That dog is freaking me out.
A spider web. No way out. The water is running. No mirror.
There was something into this direction. Okay. We still can't get in there, but I might be able to go back. You're loading the objective state.
Maybe this is the right moment. Glass always gives Evie trouble. The water is running.
Yeah, so the vomit's there, as are the footprints.
Nobody here.
Okay. Clock's there. Wait. Bag's already there. Oh, we know, but that might have been the stuff she had left for him.
I'm ready. Steak. Calm. Okay. Hands. Everyone. Always wanting. But I see someone.
So the laptop was here. She even took the time to write something.
I'm ready. Steak. Calm. Okay. Hands. Everyone. Always wanting.
Okay, so where's the... Because I thought it was this, whatever this, like, lump thing is. Well, that's unsettling.
I'm ready. Take. Call me a hand, everyone. Always
Okay. So I don't think this is it. Go back to the subjective state. The freaky dog. Laptop is here.
Her laptop. If it's in the objective state as well, then somebody did take it.
And then that thing is still there for whatever reason. We might have to go back down the hole. Because I don't think I can do anything else here.
Spiderweb. No way out.
Yeah, because we haven't checked anything else. Yeah, so let's go back down now that we have this raw data. Maybe I can move it into its right spot. What? Okay. There's no more ladder, so maybe I don't go back down.
Processing. I can't interpret the new raw data, but the spikes in the readings suggest an intense, violent moment.
Yeah, so it's the...
A spiderweb. No way out. So it's close. Maybe in the objective state.
Oh, there was a speech bubble for some reason.
The raw data should work here.
Okay.
Evie, do a match right here with a mirror being violently broken.
Okay. What's
What's this
this?
hand doing here? You were right, Tom. She wasn't alone. Should be good enough evidence to keep him satisfied for now.
Should I shut down the simulation?
Please, go ahead.
Understood. Shutting down in 3, 2, 1.
I was almost expecting something to pop up at the very end.
Hey, Russell. Any good news?
It wasn't a clear reconstruction, but I managed to get some objective evidence. There was a clear hand next to her, just when she was lying on her bed, and the pills were all over the floor. So it seems you may be right. There was definitely somebody with her.
A hand. That's all you could find.
Well, Tom, I'm just getting started. Her last memories are fuzzy, and that's probably because of the psychological stress she was under. The fact that she wasn't alone is a good start.
Yeah, good to know. But we need to know who it was so we can do something about it.
I'll keep looking, Tom. Let's just hope the rest of the memories are in better shape.
I hope so. Did you find anything else?
I saw her laptop. I could hear her typing something. You guys didn't find it at the crime scene, did you?
Somebody did take it. But whoever did is a ghost. We saw the security cameras. There was no one. All right, this is getting interesting. What else did you see?
I saw a lot of other things. I just need to understand her unconscious better.
It's fine, Russell. Just keep looking, but I need something else from you. We need to get into her private email. The password. We were able to hack the words, but there are 3 numbers at the start that we don't know. We have only a few shots at this, so that's why I need you.
Interesting. Do it willingly or legal. Comply with the new regulations.
Her password? That might be interesting to find.
Hey, I'm liking this attitude. I was expecting some moral and legal sermon.
Well, it's not like I'm not worried. The new regulations are like stepping on glass.
Don't be. You're doing what's legally right. Just send us a nice and clean scan and inspection report as required, and there will be no issues.
I'll do what I can.
Good. We're counting on you. The password ends with Namas. N-A-M-A-H-S. But it's preceded by 3 numbers. We have 3 to 4 tries with this password at most. So when you have something, call me.
I will. See you, Tom.
Bye, Russell.
I can't believe the loss of performance after adapting them to comply with the new laws. Times are changing indeed.
Let's see, and we already read that. So do we just go back in? I think we do. This is interesting.
Okay, Evie. We need to find that password. But most importantly, how and why she died. If you can isolate memories or dreams that may have a connection with the password, or emotional patterns similar to those of her death.
A deep search is needed to find such patterns. It will take time.
Yeah, I know. I could use some rest anyway.
Understood. Search will run overnight.
Optimize the processes as much as you can. Good night, Evie.
Thank you. Good night.
Oh, oh yeah. New realty location available. Home.
Home sweet home. A quiet night in my mostly quiet neighborhood.
So kind of a lofted apartment. That was...
Carl. So what do I owe this surprise?
Russell, how are you?
No complaints. How about you?
All good, thank you.
Happy to hear that.
Hey, I sent you an email.
Okay.
Yeah, and for some reason I felt like I should call you. It's nothing serious, just wanted to call you personally and tell you that, well, you know, wanted to say that regardless of our professional differences, I'm still here. If you need me. I know you know that, but I felt like I wanted to make it clear.
There's no need, Carl. I know we're good, and it's never been personal, you know that.
I know. I just wanted to make sure you knew where I stand. How are things with the TSB, by the way?
Stable, but they gave me this new case, and they don't seem very eager to respect their own laws.
Another murder?
Yes, high-profile one. Go AT, no less.
Damn it. Wait, can you even tell me this?
You're under the same contract as I am, Carl.
I wonder if it will ever end. I should probably notify them.
Yeah, you should, before they jump to conclusions.
You're absolutely right.
And how are you doing?
Lots of change. House, work, people. Even this number will have to go.
How secretive.
Nah, it's just a renewal. I won't lie that it feels good to have just a little bit more funding, though. You should try it one day.
I bet it does. But you know...
You gotta finish your work. I know. Anyway, Russell, I'm glad to hear that you're okay. Let's be in touch, alright? And make sure to check that email I sent you.
Sure, I'll read it.
Good. Bye, my friend. Be safe.
You too, Carl. Take care.
Yeah, so this guy's actually pretty well read on a lot of things. A lot of psychology. And also maybe some other... I don't actually know how many of these are real. Some probably are. A lot are like hallucinations. Oliver Sacks, like probably not real. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of them absolutely are real books by real authors. I mean, I see a Charles Darwin go by. So maybe some of these are actually like very real stuff. I'm assuming the age of surveillance capitalism, not so much so. Let's see. A nice apartment. I don't think I'd ever want to live here. Shell and I had been like looking at lofted apartments briefly, and then it was just like, oh yeah, this would be awful. Because no matter what, she would have to be in the same room as me at all times. And that's not great when I'm recording. Admittedly, right now, she is in the same room as me while I'm recording, so it's not like this setup helped too much, but at least she could go to an office if she wanted to.
It started updating on its own, stuck at 99.9%. Why am I not surprised?
Odd part is, though, this is a MacBook, but that's a Windows updating screen, unless I'm mistaken? I don't know. It doesn't matter that much. Either that or it's a... Actually, no, that's a Windows keyboard, though. I think. Huh. Neural networks, an introduction to design and development. Okay, and is this just the back? Yeah. I'm actually really curious how much of this is real. This almost feels like the kind of game that needs a bibliography. So that, like, you find this stuff.
Speech when receiving a UN award. It was about AI, the future, and this building's design. They seem to be already using it. She seems to be quite optimistic on what can be done.
This line represents the life the subject lived and stored his memories on the brain up until it was scanned and saved in the brain disk. Different memories will appear as the dreamwalker reconstructs them. Keep in mind that sometimes external information is needed to reconstruct an event. What? I don't think these subtitles match up. But, again, it's mostly just like background information. Like, yeah, a lot of this stuff is made for this universe, but like I would actually love to play a game at some point where most of these books are real and that you can look at them and even like click on them and it'll give you the ISB number and even maybe bring you to like a library page or a like a Goodreads or something so you can try and read the book yourself.
There's never enough time.
Like, unironically, I would adore it if games started having bibliographies for like, hey, here's all the stuff that influenced us.
Sometimes the best work happens at home.
I've been playing a lot of Monster of the Week recently, which is part of the reason why I'm like, ooh, crime murder mystery.
A quiet night in my mostly quiet neighborhood.
Let's see. But so, no, nothing up there. Anything here? Not too much. Let's see, what was I going to say? One of the things I like about Monster of the Week as like a tabletop RPG. Oh yeah, this one actually has the whole thing. And again, I'm pretty sure a lot of this is actually made up for the world. But I feel like you could totally sneak some stuff in that's actually real and use it freely, and I think that could be kind of cool. But yeah, so Monster of the Week specifically lists all of the influences that they followed when making it, and so I specifically went out of my way to, like watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer so I could get into the whole like Monster Slayer
Interesting
vibe.
book about how in modern psychiatry the subjective experience of the patient has been left out in favor of DSM categories. These categories make everything easier for the industry, but the individual experience of the patient is thrown under the rug. Since we really know so little about the subjective mind, there is little ways to challenge this. I hope our research finally changes that.
Yeah, that is just one big book. It just has a line down the side, and I was like, is that 2 books? Anyway, bedtime. But I don't know. I think it would just be kind of neat to see where developers came from.
Just about to turn the corner. We just need one final push.
But does that ever end?
I'm preparing my final work, The Human Experience. It's a framework for the future.
All very useful. Very down to earth.
Well, technology has changed the world many times for good or bad. But you could say that we have adapted in a way. But can we adapt forever? Take the internet, for example. A great invention, even though it's presented some serious challenges to society. We're still alive. Now imagine if something as world-changing as the internet happened every year. Then add anti-aging technology to the mix, or technology to improve our brains. Maybe add general AI, all in that same year. And perhaps a new type of bomb. Can we catch up and adapt fast enough? Or will we lose control and leave it all to chance? Or to a group of companies? Or maybe we'll create too much control and leave our fate in the hands of a few politicians.
That's down to earth, I'd say. What do you think? So what are our options?
I think the scary thing is not knowing. We have to imagine that there's a powerful creature in front of us being fed by our creativity. It's not good, it's not evil. But once awakened, it'll change our civilization forever. We just have to be ready. That's why we need to create a solid ethical framework for the things we want to protect, so the fabric of society doesn't break.
Naive.
Okay, about one particular scary technology. Now that we have such advanced brain scanning tech, do you have any hopes of outlasting your body? Or do the possibilities of that make you even more worried?
This is interesting. Because I think the answer is, for me, the bottom. The middle, yeah, let's go with the bottom.
I take it slowly, but I'm excited by the possibilities.
And what would you say is your biggest drive in all of this? This independent quest?
I'm not sure. It's...
He wants everything.
But why are you still using that voice for Evie? There are so many good ones now.
The fewer layers, the better. We don't need the emotional layer in the voice, do we?
Well, why not?
Wouldn't that make communication easier?
No, it wouldn't. We've talked about this, Joshua. Getting things done between humans and understanding each other is hard enough already. Give me one good reason why I should add that to an AI assistant. What I need is her data expressed as rationally and plain as possible. Like an equation. This fantasy of human-like voices is just as stupid as it is dangerous.
All right. Jeez. Maybe you should add the emotion to yourself.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
Shit. Fuck.
You gonna wake up, dude? There was somebody in your apartment. No? Oh, well, there's the backpack. So they might still be in the apartment.
Carl's email, and of course, a podcast is included.
Okay, so that went on maybe a bit too long, so I'm going to cut it out. Near as far as I can tell, it was just a corporate puff piece on, like, why putting AI in your brain is good, which is horrifying. I think very much it was provided as a, like, hey, this kind of sucks. And this is what we're dealing with.
Laura's backpack. She's had it since high school. At this hour?
Well, that's never a good sign. Oh. If it's true that you have your
place? What have you gotten me into, Tom?
If it's true that you have her brain, be careful what you do with the information you extract. I think she was killed because of what she knew. Then where does it leave you? I don't know who killed her, or if she was killed at all, but I'll help you find answers. You need to expose everything. I can help you make a solid case. These pictures are from her cell phone. I'm trying to find connections, but these in particular make no sense. Perhaps you can help me find something about them. I'll call you when it's safe, and don't tell anyone about this. For your own sake. A friend. Yeah, I think this is the kind of game I might have Shell specifically play, and I can just hang out and enjoy.
I'll consider it. A note from Laura.
Hi, Dad. Crashing at your house again. I guess that makes you the winner of our last debate. I'm sorry I wanted to call first, but it's been some rough days. And my cell phone is dead. I hope you don't mind me staying for a few days. I waited for you a few hours, but I really need to sleep now. Haven't slept for a while. I'll explain everything later. Laura. Well.
Laura. I wonder what she's up to.
Let's see. Anything else? Not over much. Alright. Let's see. Well, do we just leave? I guess so. It's a nice apartment. I really like that slatted wooden ceiling. This strikes me as one of those, like, apartments probably built into an old industrial building, maybe? Rather than something that was originally designed as, like a, as a residence, for example. Oh, you know what? It's not exactly the same, but yeah, we've got a lot of these kind of converted industrial complexes. Why not? All right, do we go back?
Hi, Evie. Before asking about the overnight scan, I need to get a letter scanned. Anything you can find on it is useful.
Understood. Please leave it in the scanning hardware, and I'll do my best.
Okay, here it is. Please see if you can match that picture with anything. It's urgent.
Understood.
And if there are any fingerprints or any other clues you can extract.
I'll start with the picture. I have hardware limitations for most other tasks.
Yeah, I know. I'll build a decent scanner soon. Meanwhile, I'm sure my little project can be of some use.
I will try.
That's all I ask.
So this one's different. The previous letter had a bunch of different pictures and said something else.
Nothing else to put in there for now.
I wonder if I missed it earlier. She was murdered. See for yourself. I know you can reconstruct it. Someone must have forced her to go to these horrible places. She wasn't like that. Her killer must be there. You have to expose him. She didn't deserve this. Don't trust anyone. You have information that's way too sensitive. A friend. I wonder if this is actually the friend that took the photo of the victim.
So, anything interesting on the search last night?
I found 2 parts of her lifeline that may help you, but only one is fully reconstructed. This one is a childhood memory that seems to be connected not only to the password, but also to her adult life. The other one is a recurring dream that started about 1 month ago, virtually every night. I'll need to brute force my way to a reconstruction for this dream. I'll notify you when I have something that can be uploaded.
Interesting. Upload the childhood memory in the meantime, and keep working on that dream. Evie, please activate the control panel Carl was working on. It might be easier now that we have more than one memory available.
Understood. And letter scan is in process. Nothing found yet.
Thanks. Keep me posted.
Okay, lifeline. Select a new life event. Interesting, so we might actually be able to hop between these and have extra clues. So childhood memory, age 7 years, approximate memory time frame 60 days. A childhood memory that has subjective predominance over the rest, possible connection to password, strong influence in future memories. So we have event 1. So we got a couple. I wonder what the top and the bottom is. I don't know. Let's just pick it. Oh, of course, objective and subjective.
Control panel 1.2 is activated.
Maybe her parents?
Is that a big D6? Oh, no, it's one of the block things where you put the blocks in. Probably. A lot of stuff on the mantelpiece.
Evie, what song is this?
Searching. I can't find a match in online databases.
Big old drawing rack. At tracks. Some man singing. Or is that an ear? I don't know. Probably a man. Chin strap beard. A lot of plants in the entryway window. Oh, and it's a futon. I had one of these. I think it's a futon couch. It certainly looks futon couchy, considering it's sinking low. But yeah, when I was a kid, we had a futon. Technically, my bed at my parents' place is still on the futon frame, but I think we got rid of the futon mattress. Big painting in the dining room. I don't know if I'd want to have it so close to, I think they actually used like a... Oh, no, it's not a real person. It looks kind of like they... No, I don't know. It's probably 3D. That ear just looked very realistic. That could actually just be a picture of somebody's ear moshed into the rest of the texture. Bunch of children's drawings. Super messy house. For a tech vice president, much more humble background than I was expecting. I can't tell. This is probably not her room. This is probably her room.
Another failed glass attempt. Although now it reaches further into its surroundings. What are you looking at, Joanna?
We've got some other stuff.
Children. A toy dinosaur. Someone unreadable and the magic mirror show.
Huh.
I can't enter. It's like a black wall.
Oh, good. I can sprint and go faster if I wanted to. It's a very cluttered house. And very small.
Homemade cookies.
Okay, do we want to switch to the subjective state? Sure. Why not? And then I think we'll probably call it for here. I like this game a lot, but it feels like the kind of game that should be almost appreciated. What?
Her own version of things. Such beautiful innocence.
Sun with rocks and a spoon going around it. Sure, why not? Yeah, I hear like babes starving, order some pizza.
Happy memories are always saved in a special way.
Anything else in here?
A spoon with books.
Oh, her parents probably had her reading a lot. But who knows? I could be misreading it. Yeah.
It doesn't like when I look at it.
Whatever that is.
Another failed glass attempt. Although now it reaches further into its surroundings.
Already said that. I don't see too much else. No dinosaur.
Someone unreadable and the magic mirror show.
I should probably identify which eye symbol is like, you've seen this before. I guess maybe, oh, maybe if it's filled in?
A time warp. The control is near the door.
Yeah.
A time warp. The control is near the door.
Asking for pizza, I don't know if there's more to investigate there. Looking for any glitches, but I'm not getting much. Oh. I think I found it.
They are definitely a fond memory. Quite different from the objective state.
Why is the kitchen infinite? And why is the spider there?
Could be a defense mechanism.
Most likely. In current patch, they are unfiltered by default.
Are they using my behavior?
Yes.
Good. This will give them a much broader expression range. Thanks for the warning, though.
Find a way to pass through the subjective entity kitchen. Well, the answer is walk backwards.
Happens only when I walk backwards.
Okay, and the cookies are gone. So I think what we're doing is watching the process of the cookies being made, kind of? Yeah, but in reverse. Interesting. I mean, maybe it's normal? Maybe it's normal. Kind of a TV tray. Heated on the couch. That looks very birthday cake-ish. What is that? Bread, maybe? Or some kind of meat. Hard to say. Oh. Okay, now we're in the reverse zone. Confusing.
Someone's desperate to enter. Someone's desperate to enter.
Okay, nothing else in here. Child's bedroom, and then we're looping back.
It seems slightly different than the last time I saw it.
It's fragmenting. No mirror this time either. It's kind of hard. It's a game that's kind of hard to look at. But it's fascinating. It's an interesting depiction of how memory works and other things. Yeah, this is glitching out super hardcore. I don't think I'm supposed to go that direction. We're just supposed to loop back and find a... Oh, we're here. What? What is going on? The layout on this place is starting to break down in a really bad way. Okay. I was going to end this, but it got interesting. I think we're still pretty much at the end here, just because. But I got to say from like a, well, this is surreal. They've succeeded at creating something just bizarre. Alright, I can speed this.
The path splits in two.
Oh, the dog. I'm gonna follow the dog for now, rather than the spider.
Could this dog be subjective only as well?
Seen that. New memory event discovered. Objective state available.
Unreadable. Maybe in the objective state.
Interesting. So, yeah, we've reached event 2. Event 1, event 2. So we've unlocked all of the impressions. I think we've got all of those. The rest of these are locked off, and there might be some more things. Either way, there's also recall raw data. Either way, I think this is a good stopping point. Things are starting to get kind of weird, and I'm not sure if we're going to find more immediately useful data.
Maybe it works from the other side. Evie, is there a reason the dog can enter there while I can't?
It wasn't resolved as a neutral space. The coordinates are only for the dog, which is a Class D entity.
Class D. Could it be made into an avatar?
Querying stability. Done. Mapping behavior. Done. Processing. Avatar transform awaiting input. Usability unpredictable.
I can become the dog?
Dinner's ready.
Spaghetti bologna.
Microwave food.
Okay. Well, I guess I should probably switch back to the objective state real quick. I want to end this video, but I do want to look around a little bit.
Evie, isn't this body a little blown out of proportion? For it being in the objective state, I mean.
There are no errors in the simulation.
Is it inside the scale error margin?
0.11% off, but valid thanks to accurate matches on its surroundings.
Okay. Still seems a bit too big. We'll have to review those algorithms soon.
Understood.
So the dog is once again subjective. A bedtime story, maybe.
Why is un dinosaurio? Oh, dinosaur in the city.
I could swear it's slightly different from the last time I saw it.
I'm just gonna look around real quick before we become N-Dog.
One of them should be the mother.
Are they doing some kind of embroidery thing?
Microwave food.
I already said that. And nothing else. Okay, let us become the dog. Yeah, because I got all the impressions there. All right, anyway. I guess while we wait for this to load a little bit, I might as well hop back in. So the Signifier, oh wow, is I'm not actually sure what the sale is going to be when the Steam sale hits. But at least as of me recording the video, the Signifier is normally $20, but it is down to dog. Oh. Exit avatar. Using avatar. It seems like I still can't go here. We can see the dog, kind of. Unless I'm supposed to go back in the hell tube. There's like a shiny thing there. What is going on? What is any of this? As you can kind of see the different areas that the dog would go, ish. Yeah, maybe we go back up the heck tube? Maybe that's the point. We go back and pick the other direction? Or not. But one way or another, I can swap between them. But yeah, so 20 bucks normally, but it's on like an 80% off sale when I'm recording this. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be during the winter sale exactly, but I get the distinct feeling it is going to be... Oh. Okay. I get the distinct feeling it'll probably be on a reasonably similar sale in much the same way. We'll get to that in a second. That's a big dude. Exit avatar. Okay, looks like it can go back.
Is that Joanna inside the frame?
Yeah, it is. Maybe after move out? It seems... everything here seems scuffed and bad. Unfortunately, we can't make observations while dog. Look around a little bit more. Seems kind of like the bad place. Oh, is this where... this is where I came in. And nothing else. Alright, where did I put that dog? Yeah, it's one of the more unique... I guess I'll call it a walking sim. I still feel like walking sim is a bad name for this genre. I don't like you. Can I exit my avatar?
Another child's room.
There's her answer.
The dog projects a child's shadow. Maybe it's not a dog after all.
The dog was also in her death memory, in the form of a picture.
Exactly. Could there be a sister or brother? I was told by that detective that she was an only child. We need to find out more about this room and this child.
It gives me cordless phone vibes, but it's also human-shaped. So I'm not entirely sure.
You again.
More spoons.
The dog projects a child's shadow.
Okay.
Maybe it's not a dog after all. We need to find out more about this room and this child.
Anyway, I think this is a good stopping point, at least for now. We've got a whole bunch of things kind of going on, and I'm quite fascinated by it. Like I said, it's a little hard to look at, but I'm drawn in by the writing, the storytelling, and the setting. It's kind of a perspective near future. I guess the easiest way I would describe this is, this reminds me of movies like Gattaca, where they pick like one or two kind of high concept sci-fi things that are somewhat within our grasp. Or within our reach, in terms of like what humanity might be able to. Are we still here? I think we are still here. So maybe I'm wrong. Am I here? Yeah, there's a couple of subjective things that I haven't got to yet, I suppose. I don't know. Oh.
This seems like the shadow of the people that were at the start of the memory.
Oh, there's like a full face there. I don't know. But yeah, very high concept based around the idea of, well, I mean, in this case, going into memories of a deceased person trying to figure it out. All the while you have a background of like, hey, is AI okay to use? Is AI especially okay to use in conjunction with a human brain? And like making decisions for us, assisting us, you know, brain chips and whatnot. The podcast I skipped over earlier was getting deep into like, hey, is it okay to like add to people's brains using AI processing power? And that feels very, do not pass go, very dangerous to me. But that might just be a me thing. I don't know. Anyway, do not punch the microphone.